Hello, Ghana National Association of Adventist Students. I am Pastor John T. Boston II. And November 13th through the 20th, we are going to gather together and celebrate on our theme, Press On, Go Higher. Right now, the world is at an unprecedented, difficult place in time. We are nearing the second coming of Jesus Christ. And there is one thing that we need more now than ever before. We need men and women that will not be bought or sold, that will be as true as the needle is to the pole. Do you know that as Adventist students in universities across Ghana and in different parts of Africa, you represent the very best chance that we have to bring hope and healing to a broken world? What I want to suggest to you is that this conference, this GNAAS, is going to be the most life-changing event of 2022. From November 13th through the 20th, each evening, each day, we are going to dive in to what it means to live out an excellent life for God's glory. We don't just need doctors and lawyers and teachers and people to stand in the gap for business ownership. We need individuals that believe Jesus is coming and that we've got to use every tool available to us to reach the world. So what I want to remind you of is that when we're surrounded by the enemy, there is always the presence of God standing within us and standing around us to protect us and preserve the path that God has ordained for our lives. So what I want to encourage you to do right now is begin preparing your heart. I want you to consider that your entire vision for your life, it means nothing if it's not anchored in God's will. He's speaking to us. He's calling us. He's looking for a generation that will rise up and realize exactly what he's been trying to do for centuries before. And so here, what I want to encourage you to do right now is follow me on social media at John T. Boston. And I want to ask you to begin preparing for a journey of discovery where we will leave this conference knowing exactly the next step God wants us to take. As we press in and as we go higher, this requires two things. One, it requires us to acknowledge sacrifice. We've got to be willing to give up the things that are holding us back. And two, we have to be steadfast on pursuing God's